Hey guys, I'm Freak They Say, and welcome to another Let's Play. My first recording in a while, and I do apologize for that. I've been feeling rather lazy when I haven't been rather busy. And to make it up for you, I've decided to play a very relaxing game called Proteus. I haven't tried it yet, but I watched a few minutes of a Let's Play. Yes, I know, a bit meta there, so without further ado, let's get into it. How have you guys been? I hope you've been well. I mean, I know you can't be all that well when I'm not here to entertain you with my various video game shenanigans, and I understand that. I'm kidding, of course. I've been well myself. I'm officially a glasses character. Yep, I now have to wear glasses. I find that they are getting hard. It's hard getting used to them. I'm constantly looking under them like they're sunglasses, and I'm inside trying to read, which, you know, kind of counterproductive to wearing glasses for correcting my vision. They also make my nose itch, and I consistently twitch my face to compensate for that. That is... I hear meowing. That's probably going to make people start thinking I have Tourette's like they did when I was younger. And look over here. We have some little guys. They're like little trumpet mushrooms. Ooh. And some... Aww. Will they come back if I go away? I guess not. Well, that's a shame. These graphics are lovely, though. Like, very lovely. From what I've read, it should be very difficult. Albeit, they don't say it's impossible, but they do say it's very difficult and unlikely to see everything on this island in a single playthrough. So we may get multiple playthroughs of this. Or so to say, episodes. Please, in the comments below, let me know what you think and if you'd like to see more. And if you hate this, well, I can accept a little constructive criticism. I might cry. That's on your shoulders. But, you know, I'd actually rather know what you guys would look for in this and what you want to see next. Help me engineer my channel to make it more interesting for you guys. I'm gonna just Jesus here a little bit. At least I'm assuming I'm Jesusing, walking on water. It's that, or this water is very, very shallow. And the ground is rather blue. Which I don't think it is, so... Oh. Let's go look at these things. These make different sounds. I'm gonna see how close I can get before they hide. Oh, goodbye. Ah, castle. Let's go save a princess, guys. Ooh, this music is beautiful. And I rather like these. Is there no door? There is no door. That's a shame. I guess the princess is in another castle. I don't know if I've told you guys, in fact I'm almost 100% sure I haven't due to my not having recorded lately, but for my animation class I've been it's not dead, I've been animating Super Mario Bros. Levels. They're simple and yet very sophisticated in their own way, considering I've only been using... Ooh, look at those. I've only been using Adobe Flash for a couple of months now. I feel quite proud of myself in my ability to do that, especially since our homework so far has just been to animate something, and based on what we learned in class, that means making A circle looked like a square, or animate a circle into a square. Okay, that looks kind of like a nuclear bomb. I feel like I'm in Stonehenge of this world. Whoops. Sorry for the shakiness there, guys. It's currently blizzarding really hard in Colorado. That wasn't leading anywhere. I just felt like I should let you know that where I live, we currently have a couple of feet of snow. I really like the snow, though I have to say I do not enjoy the winter sun quite so much. I used to enjoy the fact that during the winter nights were very long, but now it just kind of depresses me. I'd rather have long days year-round, or at least have it so that it's warm enough to go and enjoy the evening outside when the sun sets at 3 in the afternoon like it does in the winter. Okay, it doesn't. That's a small exaggeration. But, you know, I'm a man. I gotta exaggerate from time to time. Regardless, though, it bums me out when the sun sets early. And I say this while watching the sunset. A little bit of a rainstorm going by. Ah, that's lovely. Absolutely lovely. That's not a sunset, that's a moonrise. Well, I am clearly not showing my brain skills in terms of recognizing 2D digital bodies. Or slow velocities, I guess. Speaking of which, I have, as of this weekend, discovered the informational and smart part of YouTube. Channels like Vsauce and Minute Physics, as well as Smarter Every Day, and a couple of others. Ooh, that's cool. I'll be putting their channels in the description below. You should really go and check that out. Wow. These are beautiful. I see an owl. You know, they say that the beauty of this game lies in the fact that it's less about getting achievements or completing tasks so much as about just enjoying it. And I feel like that's a lovely thing. Far too many games are truly about just enjoying it. And while I do enjoy goal-based games, oh, look at that. There's, oh man, look at this. Guys, I think we hit warp speed. Wow. Have you been making wishes, guys? Now, this is surprisingly relevant to recent events, as I'm sure everybody's aware of the comet that exploded over Russia, as well as the comet that passed extremely close to us. A fun fact about the comet in Russia that I'm sure most of you know, but I'm going to tell you guys, for those of you who don't, is that the comet that exploded in Russia now has the record for number of people hurt. Not comet, I'm sorry. Meteorite. I know better than that. Whoa. Those things are cool. I hope I get to see them again while I'm not staring at the sky. But the meteorite that exploded over Russia now holds the record for people injured by meteorites. It was previously 2, maybe 3, now it's over 1,000. And while they weren't all directly injured by the meteorite itself, in fact almost none were hit by it, in fact I don't think any were, because the meteorite was seen before the shockwave could be heard, everybody rushed to their windows in order to get a better view. And when the shockwave came by, the glass shattered. causing a thousand or so people to be injured. Whoa, what is that? Goodness, I would love to live in a world like this. I don't have a body, but that's okay. You know, bodies are overrated. Oh god, is this a graveyard? I don't know if I want to go to a graveyard. I say as I walk straight to the graveyard. Whoa, that's an interesting effect. This is a beautiful game. Oh, let's go over there and see what that is. It looks like the stars in the sky are raining down. Oh, it's lightning bugs. That is beautiful. That reminds me of the Owl City song that was popular. Whoa, what is this magic? I can't walk away, only towards. Wow. Guys, did you spike my apple with drugs? If you did, thank you. Wow. Look at this. This is... Oh my god. Whatever I just took, I want some more. I have been eating apples a lot more frequently lately, actually. Though none of them have been drugged that I'm aware of. I've started eating apples, and you know how they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away? While true, and there's a lot of science behind that to back it up, apples are filled with stuff that's good for you. Especially if you eat an apple just like the traditional way, taking a bite out of it. I've been eating 5 or 6 apples a day, so I'm pretty much ready for if the doctors decide to come for me. That was very... What is that? Hello, little friend? Little friend? Hello? You're like a blue rabbit. I'm gonna follow you, because historically following rabbits has never gone badly for anybody. Alice followed a rabbit, and look at how it turned out for her. Pretty well, if I do say so myself. She didn't get stuck in what can be described as a mercury poisoning inspired insanity, or put in an asylum for 2 video games. No. Look at that squirrel. That is a cute... Oh, sorry about that. That is a cute little squirrel. Goodness. Oh, the island's the same. In terms of landscape, everything else has changed. I had not noticed that. Whoa, what? Are we in a cloud? Or does that come from looking at the sun? That is neat. That is a good consistency there. I'm gonna stare at it for a bit longer and see what happens. I'm gonna blink real quick. No, that's actually hitting the escape button, and that will exit the game if I hold it for long enough, but I like to... I've got an itch. Excuse me. I like to think of it more as a blink than exiting the game. I know this because I learned from past mistakes, like a Bioshock 2 recording that didn't have any video, that I need to make sure that I can be audible while recording, while also getting good video. And fun fact with this game, not fun for me, but it's interesting, I guess. This is lovely. Castle music. Hello, little bee. Interestingly enough, with this game, I could not use just my video recorder to record it. The sound of this game is so loud that it completely overpowers me. Completely. So I'm currently having to use a secondary audio recorder, which, you know, while not a big deal, just means a little more work in the editing process. Chickens! Come here, dinner. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna punch them like in Minecraft. We're not. We're not that kind of a person. To just go up to a chicken and punch it to death? That's inhumane. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but this game is just absolutely beautiful. I feel like I could just... Oh man, I can feel the warmth of the field here. I can smell the freshness of the flowers, the grass. I can sense the flatness of the fact that it's all 2D, yet at the same time the fullness it gets in its own way, shape, or form. And most of all, the fact that it just... You don't have to do anything. There's nothing trying to kill you. There are no endless hordes of enemies you have to defeat to progress in anything. Well, I don't mind endless hordes of enemies. I can get a bit tired of just the entire game consisting of defeating endless hordes of individuals. Like in Borderlands 2. Now, I'm not about to badmouth Borderlands 2. It is my favorite game on Earth. I love that game. Doing a lot of the missions, especially in the main storyline, tend to involve either walking through emptiness, it feels, or fighting our way through a seemingly unending horde of enemies, only to be coming to the end of it faced with a constructor, which I do not like constructors. I do not like them at all. They have caused more deaths for me in Borderlands 2 than every other enemy combined. Look at the birds. Oh, they're bats. Bats! Look at them. I love bats. I recently got the game, Fable 3. Very fun game. It's a very enjoyable RPG game. And it sort of feels like Skyrim, but with a bit more direction to it, which can be nice. Except I hate that in any time... Oh, look at that owl. Anytime you go into a cave, you have to kill bats. And, I mean, it just feels like a very wrong thing to me. Wow. It feels just like a huge misunderstanding between us and the bats. They don't do damage, and if they do, it's negligible. Not enough to warrant killing them. And so that tends to bug me, and it's the one thing I can really say I don't like about the game. That and the fact that in that very strong direction, I feel like it sort of rushes you through the game rather than giving you time to sort of discover everything it can be. You know? Like, you get houses in the game and you can become friends with people, and I feel like your completion of the game is measured by this thing called the path to ruling, or I guess the path to villainhood if you're playing as evil. I'm not at this point in time. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below. I'll start my playthrough of Fable 3. Let's be a bastard for you guys. But Wow, these are cool. But, huh. Anybody watch How I Met Your Mother? If you do, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go watch it. You'll thank me later. The game does rush you. Sorry, I tried not to say but there again. But the game does rush you sort of through the storyline, I feel. Every time you complete a quest, you can immediately start the next main storyline quest. And the closest thing to non-storyline quests seems to be working, which kind of a lame request. Not request, kind of a lame quest. And I'm either totally misreading things, and it's much longer than I think, or due to my progression in the path to ruling, I've gotten very close to beating the main storyline in under 12 hours. Which, for me, if I can beat a game in a single day's worth of playing, I consider it a bad game, no matter how much fun it is. Provided it has a strong storyline. A game like this that we're playing now, I'm not sure what I'd say if I, quote-unquote, beat it all in a single playthrough, or a single day of playing, simply because there's nothing to keep your progress while playing it. There's no check marks or save points or enemies to defeat. There's no map. There's no pause menu. It's very, very beautiful and very laid back, and so I'm pretty sure this is a game that I can play a very large amount of times before I'll get bored of it, or at least feel like I've beaten it. And this is a wonderful spot to be. Ooh, what is that? Is this where the fireflies come from? Let's come back here tonight in what'll be a very short amount of time and see. But yeah, if I could beat a game in 12 hours completely, there's nothing left for the game to give me but my own creativity within it. Like within Fable 3 so far, what I'm seeing would be to only, you know, work and or buy all the houses and items and get a lover. And while that's fine and all, I feel like they should, if I know what I'm talking about, and I think I do because I've also looked up this, because something I do when I feel like I'm progressing through a game too quickly is go to the game facts, FAQs, and check to see just how many quests there are. And if I've only had the game for a day or two and I'm already halfway through the quests, I feel like the game is a little low in terms of quality content. Now this can be compensated for by having a lot of side quests, or by... Where am I? This is beautiful. Whoa, we're going down. We're in a rain cloud. Now this doesn't hold true for every game. That might be a misrepresentation to say. But for the vast majority of games, for it to be a truly good game in my book, I need to be able to play it for a long amount of time and not beat it, but also still have it be a game that's so engaging and content-rich and with a great enough storyline that I feel the need to stop myself from playing it too long in a row so that I can sort of ration it out. Games that meet those criteria fall under the category of orgasmic. Well, maybe an uncouth term for a game, it holds the most truth in my mind. Because when a game is so good that you just want to non-stop play it, but also so good that you feel you need to spread it out over a longer period of time to truly enjoy it, that is what I would consider an amazing game. Borderlands 2 is like that. I got it last year, right after I built my PC. It's one of the very first games I purchased new for my new PC. And I want to head back to that mountain, actually, and view the meteor shower and whatnot from there. Let's see if I can get there before night ends. If I can remember how to get there. Owl. But, I still haven't even gotten a single character to level 50 yet. Or even level 30. Just simply because I don't let myself play it for as long as I want to. I limit myself in that game. Though, with Borderlands 2, it's a much lower limit due to the fact there's so much you can do in there, and with the consistently releasing DLC, you know, I give myself a bit of leeway. However, with a game like Assassin's Creed 3, which is the best installation in my mind, I've gotten a lot of hate for this from a particular friend of mine. You know who you are. And just because you hate on me because of this doesn't mean you're my friend necessarily. Just a heads up. I'm winking just so everybody knows. But it's the best, and I feel like the Americas, just because I live there, it has a much stronger connection for me. As well as they've really made huge improvements on continuity of the storyline, as well as to the gameplay itself. I have always felt with the previous installations of Assassin's Creed. Ooh, that's cool. What is that? Particularly the ones in Rome with Ezio. Oh, are those the Northern Light type things? That's cool. But, honestly, as much as those games were kinda cool, they felt very lonely very quickly. They felt very flat. Oh wow, that is the Northern Lights. Wow, look at this, guys. It's a bit blocky at the end. I can forgive that easily, though. But, wow. That's big. I think it's just getting bigger as I travel up to here. Yeah, look at that. That's huge. Yeah, I felt that the Rome with Ezio installations were incredibly flat and boring. While playing them, I got a strong feeling of loneliness and solitude due to the lackluster nature of the city itself and the people within it. On top of the fact that due to the sheer size of things and the fact that it was all one big world, it made it very difficult to have strong continuity, and especially in Brotherhood with the need to also recruit other assassins and do a variety of other things, they went for a sort of Skyrim feel without a Skyrim level of character depth. And I know this is a very controversial thing to say, and I'm sure a few of you might even consider never watching my videos again, but please bear with me here. The people in the city were very flat, and there was a very strong lack of ambience, whereas in like Boston of Assassin's Creed 3, there's a very strong ambience, and because of the times, and because of what they did with the game, there's always a feeling of tension within the city. There's always a very strong feeling of oppression with rebellion. These are beautiful. And I like that. And I mean, well, I guess this is probably some American bias going on, and I will accept that that is true. Ooh, is that a ghost? That's cool. I will accept that that is a possible thing that I'm experiencing. In fact, I'm going to say it's likely to be a possible motive, or at least a partial motive, I should say. I missed the dance of the fireflies. Well, that's okay. I want to see what dawn is like in this magical forest. Yeah, there's a stronger ambience in it, and they make it so that... Oh, what? While you're over here, it gets lighter? What are these? That is cool. I'm not even sure what's going on, but it's blowing my mind. And the ambience is stronger, and the side quests feel far more connected within the main storyline. With Ezio, the side quests just were to create the Brotherhood, which, while important, they tended to be isolated incidents that only occurred while you were running around. And again, it just felt very flat, whereas the third one doesn't. And maybe it's because I'm playing the third one much more linear, rather than spending time just exploring the open world of it all. And I really don't spend any time doing anything but the main storyline quests, as well as homestead quests, and even the occasional Brotherhood quest, quote unquote. I feel like it's a much stronger game, especially in the depth of the world. Being able to pet a dog makes a huge difference in this. It makes you feel a lot more in the game than anything. And I feel like they added a bit of a sense of humor to it, especially in the information blurbs within sort of your information journal area. Like if you look up facts about the rebels at the time, it'll give you a fun information fact with a little sense of humor to it. I don't remember which one in particular because it's been a while, but it's there. And it's just little things like that that make me happy. But I feel like this video has been going on for long enough. I'm pretty sure we've explored all of this island at least once, and if there's anything we missed, well, I'm sure we'll see it again next time. Just like I'll see you guys again next time. Thanks so much for watching.